Hey guys, what is going on? It is DaBoki here once again, and it's time for a little first impressions video for MapleStory GMS recently. The Grand Athenaeum update came out, so I want to go ahead and give you guys my thoughts and impressions on some of the changes that came out with this patch. So a few classes did get revamped. The Dual Blader and Cannoneer, their skills got changed, as well as received some new skills, so that is pretty awesome for you that play those classes. Of course, the big thing that came out with this update is the boss arena. You can go in and you can fight someone as the boss, and you guys take turns being the boss, and you guys see who's the better boss. Finally, we are the bosses. So that is pretty cool. I'll go ahead and show you guys more on that later on. Some other things that happened was there was a UI change, actually, a user interface change that some people didn't even realize that happened, but if you open up your item inventory here, you'll notice that it became slimmer. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but when you opened up your equip tab, usually everything was connected as one. And I thought that was kind of interesting the way they did that. I was still getting used to that old, I guess, UI, but now everything is kind of separate and is different. You're not seeing your little Maple character anymore. And it's more, I feel like, of the older UI, the more original MapleStory. It looks slimmer, it looks more simpler, and you know, sometimes simpler is better. And I think that's what they're trying to go for. So everything is separate now. Character stats, the equipment inventory, the item inventory. It used to be all into one. You just kind of drag this around and you can have everything into one here, and I'm not sure how you guys like that. For me, it was getting kind of hard to get used to because I guess I just wasn't playing as often, but I mean, I was getting used to it, and then they changed it up here, so it's kind of different, but kind of same at the same time, because it kind of brings me back to the older feel of MapleStory, I guess. This is really skinny. This is really noticeably skinny here for this item inventory in its, I guess, standard form. And it's kind of interesting because I'm taking computer science courses right now for my college major, and UI is really important. Of course, we're dealing with a lot of the back-end stuff of how things work and the logic, but we're starting to get into more of, we're trying to appease the customers and trying to please how they're acting and they're doing things, and where the buttons are and how things look. And sometimes when things are a little bit too cluttered, or sometimes things are a little bit too fancy, it kind of puts the customers off a little bit. So I mean, I guess simpler is better sometimes, but we'll just go ahead and see. I mean, I've been getting mixed reviews. A lot of you guys are saying you guys didn't really like it, but then again, some of you guys are saying you did, so it's kind of a mixed thing all over the place. But I thought it was kind of interesting that they changed it up again. So new UI interface that came out with this Grand Athenaeum update, of course, and you can go ahead and just see that it's a lot slimmer than normal, which is alright. Alright, so the next thing, of course, and the big thing that I was super excited about is this cross-world party quest. Oh my goodness, this is pretty insaners. So you go ahead and click this dimensional mirror here, and you can go into this cross-world party quest area. It's pretty cool because everyone's just from different servers here. I mean, there's just people from Windia, Scania, everywhere. And you know, yesterday actually I was checking it out a little bit more, and they were actually showing the server names beside the people that were talking, so that you knew what servers they were from. So I thought that was pretty interesting, but right now it's not really doing it. This guy is trying to join the party quest right now. But what is pretty awesome though is the ranking board. You can see kind of who is ranked the highest right now. As you can see, there's the servers there. The Renegades is that #1 right now for this Rice Cake Moon Bunnies PQ. So it's pretty cool that you can see the ratings of different servers. Oh, as you can see right there, Scania, bottom left hand corner, King Aura, Equinox. And so I mean, if they're in the same server, I guess they won't say it, they won't have the same name, or they won't put the name, but it says, okay, it says for some reason I'm from Barra right now, which is pretty interesting. That's kind of a glitch. I'm from Kiney. I'm pretty sure I'm from Kiney. Okay, and I was like questioning me, like, have I been playing in Barra this whole time? But anyways, so it's pretty awesome that we're finally I guess kind of united. It is a little bit laggy at like really peak times, but I guess the server names are not very accurate at the moment, so that's pretty cool though. But something else, that when you get these PQs and you finish up these PQs here, you can go ahead and go back to the main area, and Pub here has some rewards for you. For when you get some party quest points, you can buy some of these items here. And you know, I was kind of confused actually, because first of all, the chairs are super awesome, of course, the Spring Bunny Slime Chair and the the Rice Cake Topper, which, you know me, sucker for chairs. But something else that was kind of interesting was this basic damage skin and the party quest damage skin. They're that you can put new skins on your damage numbers, so that's pretty cool. If you guys seen some Korean MapleStory video gameplay, they're their damage skin right now for the numbers are really different, but right now you can actually put some different types on there, which is a lot of points though. 2 million party quest points, which I'm guessing is quite a bit because this is 18,000 for that. And, you know, the chairs usually are pretty expensive, but this is like 274,000, so 2 million points. You can go in there 5 times a day, so I mean that is pretty cool though. So you can just go in the cross-world party quest and jam out with fellow Maplers from across the world, across the servers, I guess. That's pretty awesome. And the last thing I want to go ahead and show you guys is the Grand Athenaeum itself. I mean, the update is titled Grand Athenaeum, so it's got to be somewhat of a big role of this update patch. So if you click the dimensional mirror, you'll notice that there's a Grand Athenaeum portal here, and it's for people that are level 100 and above. And pretty much the Grand Athenaeum offers a lot more quests, a few more story dialogues, and it's actually pretty good. And there's 3 dialogue books here. There's Thales the Librarian. He's a monkey and he's adorable. He's even got a tail. So anyway, so 3 books, and you can just go and select the books, and there's a pretty good story behind them, and you do some quests, do some missions, and there's dialogue, and there's people talking, and it's pretty interesting. There's the White Mage is the first episode, and there's 3 episodes, and I heard that after you finish the Grand Athenaeum, you actually get some good rewards and some pretty good stuff. So it's pretty worth doing, and it's pretty interesting, I heard. So that's pretty cool. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you so much for watching my little first impressions thoughts video on the Grand Athenaeum update. I hope you guys did enjoy it, and for you guys that are in GMS, I hope you guys are liking the new updates and the new events that are out. So, ladies and gents, this has been DaBoki. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll be seeing you guys later. Goodbye.